Welcome back to our channel, ladies and gentlemen. A few days ago, Infoterack Kenya did a survey where they wanted to understand the relationship between the members of parliament and the people they represent. They were also looking at how members of parliament have used the NGCDF because that money is placed in their hands. Of course, there's a lot of controversy regarding this. Some are saying that this should be scrapped off. I think the courts had even ruled on it. And in that opinion poll, Infotrack found out and published names of MPs who had excelled. They had really used the NGCDF to benefit the people they represent. And on that list, Babu Owino was number one. I think Dini Njoro was number two. We had people like Peter Salasia, the Saboti MP, Caleb Amisi, people like Gadhoni wa Mushomba. And the members of parliament were very happy because that is one of the highest accolades that a member of parliament can achieve. And of course, we understand that just apart from that, according to the constitution, the roles of a member of parliament are representation. They're supposed to represent their constituents. They are elected to go and speak on their behalf. Number two is legislation. They make laws on behalf of the people who they represent. And of course, number three is oversight. They are the ones who are supposed to ensure that they check the national government. That is why they impeached Rigathi Gachagua. That is why they have the ability to impeach a president. So those are the three main roles of members of parliament. But when these members of parliament were voted as the best in terms of how they use the CDF, some people were very happy, others obviously were very jealous. I expected ODM to be very happy because if you look at Babu Owino was number one from ODM. If you look at Hamisi, some of them are from ODM, others are from the other parties. And I expected ODM to be very happy because one of their own emerged the best. But it's very funny that some of the very vocal ODM members are now jealous. And they're fighting the information that was given, the survey. And I want us to look at what Opondo Kaluma, one of the very closest allies and a vocal member of parliament, is saying here. Opondo Kaluma is saying the roles of an MP are legislation, representation, and oversight. NGCDF allocations are sent to schools and implemented by BOM of schools, Board of Management of Schools, not members of parliament. Infoterack should learn this before opining that some absentee list spoken TikTok MPs who have never proposed a law in parliament can't distinguish between a bill and an act, and who can't ask questions, make contributions, or utter a word in parliament on behalf of their people are the best MPs in Kenya. Hashtag stop fake opinion. And I'm just wondering, really, why? Kwa nini anaumwa? This was an opinion poll and Infoterack did not just come up with this. They understand all this. The NGCDF is in the hands of Opondo Kaluma. He's got direct influence. In fact, he's the one who appoints those who are managing it, if I'm not wrong. Now, why is he bitter that some of the members were voted the best? And I know he's speaking about Babu and maybe Opondo and Peter Salasia. Why do you think that he's speaking about Babu? If you go to his the same Twitter handle, there's a place he has posted something here. A few days ago in Parliament, Moses Wetangula had said that Babu Owino is rarely in Parliament. And yes, it's there. You are rarely in this house, and when you come, you want to cause disorder. That is what Wetangula told Babu Owino. You remember the day when Wetangula declared that Kenya Kwanza is the majority party. So Opondo Kaluma has gone and reposted that, telling you that when he says some absentees, he means Babu Owino. And of course, the description could also target other members of parliament. Now, Kenyans did not take it easy. They are telling Opondo Kaluma, please go and work for the people who represented you. Stop attacking members who have been voted. And as a result, someone posted this video here of a very pathetic road in Opondo's constituency.
Good morning, guys. This is my home road kutoka kwangu kwenda kwa barabara in Homa Bay Central, Homa Bay County. And apparently this is the road next to Rodi Central Church and Rodi Primary School. I just want to ask, what's the area MCA doing about it? What's the church doing about it? What's the MP doing about this thing? Because all these years of devolution, bado tuko hivi. Hapana.
But why the expression of jealousy and hatred upon the members who were elected? They didn't vote for themselves. They didn't go to Infoterack and tell Infoterack, make me be number 1 or 2. Why all this? And when you look at the target, the main target is Babu Owino. Why is there hatred from some of the very ODM senior members towards Babu Owino? That's what I want us to look at. Kindly subscribe to our channel and click the notification bell. Please like and share our videos. Ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to listen to Babu Owino because he seems to be achieving much at his age, using the very equal resources that have been bestowed upon all the members of parliament equally. And Babu is saying he can be the president of this country. Kindly take a look.
What do you want to be?
I'm overqualified in this nation. My age mates are already presidents. Look at Burkina Faso. The gentleman is 36 years old.
Yes.
He's already a president.
Yes.
So I'm overqualified to be a president of the Republic of Kenya. I have all the instruments necessary. Number 1, the political acumen is available. Number 2, the passion and the energy I have. And the third thing that I have is the intellect. And the most important thing that I have, the person that is most important, is the Almighty God. Therefore, Jeff, I'm overqualified to be a president, I'm overqualified to be a governor,
yes,
and I'm overqualified to be a member of the National Assembly.
Overqualified?
Overqualified. For now, for
God.
Today, the most important thing, the most important and urgent thing,
yes, is
to work for my people.
By the way.
And I think this jealousy is crafted out of the fact that Babu Owino is a young, this is his second term in office, and there are senior ODM members who have nothing to show for it. I'm sorry to say that. And they are very jealous because Babu Owino, immediately from university politics, he plunged into the national politics, beginning as an MP. And he chose a very, very tough constituency. And I think that constituency is not very easy for him. You even saw what happened during the last election when we lost an IEBC staff because it was said UDA really wanted to interfere with the election there, but Babu is tough. So this jealousy is as a result of they feel that Babu Owino is young. They have been there as long as forever, and some of them, not all of them, by the way, there are some of ODM leaders who are very, very hardworking there. They have done a lot to their constituencies. And some of them feel very bad that Babu Owino is surpassing them. This has got also to do with the ODM dirty politics as usual. Just the other day, Babu Owino having, supported Raila Odinga, he even almost suffered out of it. There was a result, there was a time Babu Owino, I think he insulted Uhuru Kenyatta. He used words that were not really palatable, and he almost suffered out of it. He was doing that because back then they felt the Raila's victory was stolen and Babu was bitter. Babu Owino has been with Baba. Babu Owino crafted the Tibim song. You remember how they were saying Raila Tibim, Agombo Tibim? It was taken from Babu Owino. So Babu Owino has been a strong supporter of Raila Odinga. But Raila, before leaving for Ethiopia, had indicated that he somehow endorsed Sakaja for the Nairobi gubernatorial seat come 2027, a move that did not go down well with some of the ODM supporters because there are people who feel that because Babu has expressed his interest in contesting for the Nairobi gubernatorial, seat, And many Nairobians are saying that Sakaja really had a vision, but he cannot implement it. Just like the UDA, they said they had a plan, but the plan is not working. So this has got to do with the ODM dirty politics, betrayal. And they just feel that Babu is their enemy. Why would Babu become an enemy? The succession politics. Whether you like it or not, Raila is in his twilight political days. That is why I pray that Raila should win the African Union Commission seat. At least let him rest from the very murky waters of the Kenyan politics. Mimi nimechoka kuona Raila akikula tear gas kila siku. Wacha mwingine pia chukue. Kama mambo yanaenda vibaya, wacha wengine pia waende wakae frontline. Nasikia wengine wanaomba asichaguliwe, he should lose so that he comes back and confronts Kasongo. Hapana. Raila's done enough. Sasa tuchukue viongozi wengine pia wa call for protest. I mean, so whether we like it or not, Raila is in his twilight days, and sooner than soonest, Raila is going to exit active politics. And you know, there are leaders who believe that lazima waende kwa jina la Raila ndio wachaguliwe tena because they have nothing to show for it. Now, there is something that looks like a spirit. Where I come from, it's called Juogi. I don't know a better interpretation, but Juogi seems to have fallen on Babu's head, where people just decide to love you. You have done nothing, but they just feel you should take over. Many people, if you ask them, they feel that Babu is one person who should take over after Baba leaves. Just get one of your Luo friends and ask them whom they feel without being coerced. In the event that Raila is not in the public limelight now, Raila has retired from public politics or active politics, ask them who do they feel can represent them. And majority will tell you they feel Babu. And even the ODM members know it very well that people really love Babu. How do they know this? Many a times when people are in a public forum, the crowd will demand. Ushaona ile wanasema ati as a result of public demand, they will demand that they want Babu to address them. That has happened before. You see, when you are over 20 MPs and you've been there for over 40 years, you've done your 3 terms or 4 terms, and you're in a public forum and people do not recognize you, they recognize Babu, and they demand that Babu must address them, you will feel bad. So it is succession politics, not only within the Luo, ODM. Remember there was a time that Babu had said, lazima akae katika meza ya mazungumzo. In that negotiating table, he said he must be there. And it was funny, Babu was saying, if we will not be there, then we will kick that table. So that again is giving them sleepless nights. But whether they like it or not, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, Raila will soon exit politics. And there is going to be scramble, for the Luo, electorates, for ODM takeover. Each and every person is going to fight it out. I always say that Raila does not have ODM supporters. Raila has got Raila supporters. If you want the ODM, he can give you the ODM and you will remain with it as a shell. So Babu Owino has worked hard and he has fought. There's a way people just love it, and people like Opondo Kaluma may not like it. Remember, if there is one of the ODM legislators who I respect is Opondo Kaluma, he's a renowned lawyer, very bright. Even if you listen to his submissions in parliament, you listen to him on TV when there is something to be discussed, he's very sharp and a very sober man. I also like him because there's something that we share. There's a time he was against the LGBTQ. He even went to court. He supported Trump because Trump was against LGBTQ. And as a result of that, I really respect and like Opondo Kaluma. But I disagree with him when he starts bashing out those who are using the NGCDF. Let the members of the constituents complain. Kwa nini namuuma? That was unnecessary. Angeacha tu, washachaguliwa wamechaguliwa. If the members of parliament do not work for their constituents, the constituents are there and they know whether they are working. For example, Ndindi Nyoro akiwekwa pale ati yeye alikuwa namba 2, wale ambao anawakilisha wanafaa walalamike ati hapana, Have you heard anyone from the Embakasi East constituency complaining? No. And so on this, Kenyans have disagreed with George Opondo Kaluma. I think it was an unnecessary comment. It is unnecessary jealousy. And remember, Opondo is in the rural area in Nyanza. Babu Owino represents Nairobi. So I don't even understand why there should be this kind of control. It is created out of nothing. And I don't know what you think, but each and every person must concentrate on his job. Let people from his constituency confess whether it's working for them or not.